Whoever owned this place before had some lousy luck.
So, I've been thinking.
About gothic romance novels?
Yes. But no, about the movie. I think we could really strengthen the narrative if we just shoot an extra scene.
Like, what kind of extra scene?
There's, I don't know, a scene where they talk a little bit about who they're trying to save and, you know, why.
I like it. It's a good idea.
Thanks.
If you were the proprietor of this shop, where would you put the cameras?
Surely there's something that can help us amongst all this junk. Who would want to watch this creep fest? Ugh. Imagine cuddling up to that at night.
I'm glad to see you're all having fun. But if you insist on using my store as a playground, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to take it outside.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Just make sure you put it back where you found it.
Wait, we're just looking for something to replace this?
Oh, I see.
We're making a film, and we broke it.
Got anything that could help us?
With all the cameras in the window, we just thought we'd see.
There was one thing. I'm just not sure I still have it. I'll have to look in my back room for a few moments, if you don't mind waiting.
We don't mind.
I'll just be a minute.
Ten to 1, she brings us a photo camera.
Or a telescope.
Shh. Give her a minute.
Let's see. Could it have been in... No, maybe in this one? Oh, yes. Here you are.
She comes running out straight at us with a giant chainsaw. I'm getting like so bummed out.
You're in luck. A very fine item indeed.
Yes.
Whoa.
May I?
I insist.
It's pretty old. possible we could make it work, but it's not exactly what we had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you asking for it?
Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a look?
$10. Okay, sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for finding us a camera.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep, that's us.
I have worn many masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted. Frank Stone confided in me, allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days in the psychiatric ward. And now, a new guise, a new timeline, a new chance. Giving them the camera, I admit, was unfair, even for me. They couldn't know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill. But what true creator wouldn't suffer for their art?
Okay.
Bad dream?
How long was I out? I don't even remember falling asleep.
15, 20 minutes? Seems like it was a pretty intense dream.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm used to it. Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room? 1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie.
Oh.
Guess we were all playing it close to the vest before. Huh.
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it. It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Oh, right.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because it's so rare, only a few people know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really cursed, right?
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
Well, first rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. And I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we allowed to look around?
What do you say, director? Want to keep sitting around, or want to peek behind the curtain?
What are you waiting for?
Now, this is a real bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean? New Augustine had cash, but not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket, not a business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here that could be mutually beneficial.
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm a big fan. It's your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You wanna know the truth? When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real. But the more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found, and the further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became. Not just in the film, in the legend. Whether you meant to or not, you created a monster with this movie. Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something doesn't make it real.
Well, that's why I had to find out for myself. Took me a couple years, but when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire a genuine piece of it, I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it, exactly?
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much. But the night's young.
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking around.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Well, thanks. It's Italian.
Can't
Well, the
deny this
shoes are
place
Italian.
would make an
And a belt.
incredible film
I got a
location.
sheet from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy. So I got these pants from his guy's guy, had them tailored just right by the other guy I know, who also got me the blazer, which is like a super limited VIP club edition. But you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Found the turtleneck in a secondhand shop.
Scandalous.
Right? Yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, it... How did you know that?
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad. Very touching.
so sorry you had to go through that. It's never easy to lose someone you love.
Thanks. Lucky for me, it wasn't my first rodeo.
Bonnie. I wish I'd stayed in touch with her.
Weren't you wondering where both of our film strips came from?
I don't suppose you'd like to enlighten me.
Of course.
And?
Well, I can't just tell you for free, can I? This kind of information is very valuable.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Cool statue. Missing a piece, though. Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loves cosplay.
Whoa.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
Sensationalist trash. Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
Yeah? And what would you do if it was you here instead of me? No way. You'd be climbing the walls looking for a way out. Who's Dan? Psh, not in a million years. No
I should check on
way.
Maddie. Can't be easy meeting someone from her mom's past.
You sure would get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
I was talking to my mom. To Bonnie. I've just felt so, like, empty since she died. Like I'm sleepwalking through a nightmare and I just can't seem to wake up.
It never gets easier when you lose someone. But it does become less suffocating.
I hope so, because sometimes I just feel like I'm going crazy. Like, she really is out there, guiding me, trying to tell me something. That's why I came here. It felt like that's what she wanted me to do. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Yeah. Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago. We were just kids making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind. Clear as a bell. That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else. That was your mom.
Thank you.
Hey guys. Look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah! There! Right there!
Oh my god, there's someone out there.
Great. If this plot gets any thicker, it's gonna need a new pair of jeans.
Do you guys think we should be worried? I mean, what if they're dangerous? Maybe we should find Augustine and let her know.
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
There's artifacts all over the place.
Right. So, if you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. Van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
What? Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to do.
Uh-huh.
Hey, right on time!
Time to get cooking. What?
Nothing, just trying to keep a low profile. Bonnie snooping around.
All right. Is everybody ready to get this production meeting started? We got a big night ahead of us. Guys, I gotta tell you, my mind's going like a million miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane. It's all right there.
No, tell me more.
I've spent like all day looking up every single thing I could find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
I can't take all the credit. I had a little help from my assistant.
It was nothing.
Hey, modesty-free zone. I think I would have given up about 8 dozen times if this guy hadn't been there to cheer me on.
Just doing my job.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow. This is this is amazing. I'm honored.
You wanna wear the stripes? You gotta earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
Yeah. And Sheriff Kushik took all the credit. People around here knew what was up, but
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
and Dad got a little more credit too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Stone's victims were real people. This was a real person.
Yeah? So?
I don't know. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to look at their picture.
And this is suddenly now a problem for you?
It's not a problem. It's just a little weird.
You were just like super gung-ho when I got here. What gives, man?
Nothing. I just don't want to, like, exploit any of the victims or whatever.
We're not gonna exploit Stone's victims. I'm just trying to maximize the potential of our main location. That's how you make a good movie.
If I'm gonna sneak you back in there, you better make it good.
He gets it.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We've only got one shot at this.
Yeah. So let's not fuck it up.
Can we help?
Nah, Robert and I'll go through and see if there's any other good places in the mill to shoot. Then we'll head out.